Hello and welcome to Dawn of Comics. Today I'm doing a follow-up on DC Future State. Now that DC Connect has released their schedule, we've got a better chance and a better look at some of the comics and the covers, the variant covers, should I say. The standard covers are still hot garbage, but the variant covers have slightly changed my mind on whether or not I'll be picking these up. So this, as you know, Future State, new characters, older characters, things like that. That Batman is still really awesome. Look at that. He's just so cool. But like I said in my previous video, I'm not going to be picking any of these up to read. But now that we've got the proper synopsis and some of the variants, I might be picking some of these variants up because they are really nice. I'm not going to lie. But let's have a look at what they say about Future State. So the art's by Adam Phillips. Has Adam Phillips, he's not done anything on there, but when Dark Knight's Death Metal 7 thunders into shops in January 5th, it may look like the end of an epic, but this explosive final will include not one but two epilogues, each leading to new worlds of stories. One of these epilogues will direct readers toward a new version of the DC universe called Future State. But what exactly is Future State? It's an event that takes fans into the future, outside the usual confines of the multiverse, where adventures reach beyond the scope of mere maps. It's a place where new visions of the world's greatest heroes wage epic battles for justice that run parallel to their older counterparts' own heroic struggles. Across a variety of different time frames, Future State provides glimpses into wonders yet to come for the DC Universe, and where all the great stories from the past are real and where all the stories count. It all matters because they all happened. So, I mean, that's a nice sort of thing to go by. But when they say new characters, all they mean are people that are just going to be taking over the names that they didn't earn or deserve. They're just given the mantle of Batman and given the mantle of Wonder Woman, and they didn't earn it, they didn't deserve it. But, you know, we'll give it a chance, I suppose. On these worlds and in these futures yet to come, a new Wonder Woman named Yara Fleur, there she is, emerges from the very different Amazon of South America to carry on Diana's mission of peace, while Diana herself has ascended to true immortality, only to face a threat that even mighty Darkseid cannot defeat, and a herald champion of Themyscira called Nubia strikes out for a new home and a new mission in man's world. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not really interested in the story. That's not what this video is about. That Batman looks fantastic though, doesn't he? Dan Mara's art. I mean, you could look at it, it's night and day between this. Daniel Sampere, look, that's very blah when you're standing next to that. I mean, even though I don't like the design for Harley, the art's really nice. So, and then you've got that. John Timms should not be allowed to draw. Full stop. That's dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Jen Bartle, it's alright. It's a bit, I don't know, it's like too dark. Like, I feel like there's no light shining on the character. There needs a light source, I think. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the variant covers. So, like I said before, the nothing covers for the standards, but then you get some really decent variants. I know it's a bit pixelated, I can't really get that any clearer, but that just looks 10 times better. Who's the artist there? Variant cover, the cardstock variant by Kari Randolph. I mean, that's just so much nicer. See, these variants would get the fans in. There's no variant shown for Batman issue 1, but the variant is by Jim Lee and Scott Williams, so that's going to be really good. For issue 2, the variant is by Francesca Mattina. That's a Mattina cover, so yeah, that's going to sell like hotcakes. Look at that. They really should have used the variants to sell this. They should have advertised it, all the variants, and then shown us the covers, the standard covers. No variant listed for Batman Superman, but it's by Arthur Adams, so that should be pretty decent. And the Catwoman variant is by Art Germs. Yeah, Stanley Lau. So that's going to be amazing. I mean, his work is just fantastic. And then we get Dark Detective, variant by John Paul Leon. I think the standard cover's better for that one. The standard is much better, in my opinion. And then issue 2 for Dark Detective, we've got Delotto. I mean, that's gorgeous. That's going to be fantastic, just the detail. But the standard cover is great as well. I know this has been done. This pose has been done so many times. We've got Batgirl doing it. You've pretty much got every character doing it. But just the design of this Batman. I love the chin strap. It's very Captain America. And I love the blades for the ears. That's awesome. And it's just such a shiny cowl. Or I suppose it's a helmet now. It's not a cowl, is it? It's so shiny. You can see the bad guy in there, number 1. Or 10, I'm guessing. Because that would be in reverse. So yeah, if that's a mirror image, they've put the dash for the 1 the wrong way round. Because that does say 0, 1. If they want that to say 10, the 1's around the wrong way. But we'll let that go. We'll say Batman's around the wrong way. Oh, I'm letting something go. So the Flash cover, I did really enjoy the Flash cover. The standard cover looked really good. The variant looks quite horrific. It's like a very horror cover. I mean, that looks terrifying. He's all saggy and skinny. That's really creepy. And that's by Carr Andrews. I apologise if I'm getting any of these names wrong. The variant cover for Green Lanterns looks it looks okay. It looks a lot better than the standard cover. I don't know who this new character is. I think does it tell you? Assigned to map. Let me just quickly read this. Assigned to map and contract new life forms past the 3,600 known sectors of space protected by the Green Lantern Corps, John Stewart and an elite team of lanterns are trapped behind enemy lines and fighting for their lives when the central power battery goes dark and leaves the entire corps defenseless. Meanwhile, across the cosmos, Green Lantern Jessica Cruz finds herself powerless and forced to battle the invading Yellow Lanterns of the Sinestro Corps, and Guy Gardner, trapped on distant worlds, decides to reopen Warrior's Bar. So no mention of who this character is. He's got to be a Yellow Lantern, I'm guessing, by his sword. But that's a pretty nice cover. Again, they should have used the variant to market that title. Now, the Harlequin one is as I love Harley, and yeah, I love Harley, and I mean, a variant by Gary Frank. This one is what made me decide that I'm probably gonna pick up some of these variants. I love Gary Frank, and if he's drawing Harley, that's like a double whammy for me. So yeah, I might have to do that. And then when I saw the variant for Wonder Woman as well, look at that. Look at that, is just absolutely beautiful. And is that a peach? Yeah, Peach Momoko. It's just stunning. See, why weren't these the standard covers? That's just absolutely beautiful. So, see, I'm probably going to pick both of these up. I probably am. As much as I'm not going to read them, I'll just get them just for the covers and I'll put them in a box. With the Justice League, like I said, the artwork was really nice. I said that. I just said that this is a very generic cover with them all running at the screen. And then you've got this amazing variant here. Look how beautiful that is. Who's that by? The cardstock variant is by Kale Ngu. I'm probably just slaughtering that name. But just look at that. It's just absolutely stunning. The Superwoman, Kara Zor-El Superwoman Karen, doesn't look any better, really. This is just a terrible 3D model. It's a terrible design, terrible costume. I mean, she's wearing like a onesie with a wraparound dress that's meant to be a cape, maybe. I don't know, that's just absolutely dreadful. The variant's by Alex Garner. I mean, yeah, he's got a PC, I guess, so he can do 3D models. So I'm not impressed with that. The Legion of Superheroes, I wasn't interested in this. And the variant is nice, but I'm not interested in the story. I'm not interested in any of these stories, but especially Legion of Superheroes, I don't read them anyway. But the variant cover, hell of a lot better than the standard. The Nightwing by Nicola Scott. I mean, you can't beat a Nicola Scott face. That's just fantastic. And she's doing Nightwing really well. I really like the chin thing that he's got going on there. Is it like a think his mask is going down into a chin strap, which is pretty cool. Based on that, if you look at that and then you look at that Dreadful, it's just night and day. I think DC are now doing it where like the standard covers are trash and then the variants are good to make you buy the variant, but then you also have to buy the first cover because that's the first printing. So I don't know if they're doing it on purpose, making the main cover so bad and then making the variants so beautiful. Apart from when it comes to Robin, I mean, that's Dreadful, absolutely god awful. And then you just look at that; it's even worse. You think you can't get worse than that, and then someone just comes along with his crayons and does that. Who's the artist on that? Daniel Warren Johnson. No, that's just no. The flat Shazam, like I said, great Shazam cover because it looks pretty much just like the Shazam covers of today. And then you've got this gorgeous variant of Shazam and Billy. And that's by Gerald Perel. It's just fantastic, isn't it? Just some of these artists, they should be on the main cover. And then you've got the Suicide Squad. I really dislike that cover altogether. Everything from really weird, melty Martian Manhunter to shocked face, double amputee female Flash to weird fish face Aquaman. Why? But the variant is beautiful. Even though that dreadful Martian Manhunter, he looks like this weird Mac and Me creature. But that's a lovely cover. And I loved even more so the yellow on this Batman. I don't know what Batman this is because Bruce is meant to be old, isn't he? And it's not Luke Fox. But really like the yellow on the ears for that. And who's the variant cover by? Derek Chew. See, I mean, you can't beat it, can you? And the Superman of Metropolis, Jonathan Kent, with his elongated body. If you literally drew Plastic Man over that body, it would just look fine. But because it's Superman, and it's just, it's ridiculously long. It starts down here, and then it goes all the way up, and there's his chest, and then his arm, and there's finally his head. That's just ridiculous. And then you've got, this is nice art, but this is a dreadful design. It's literally just Superman with no cape. It's ugly and simple and boring, but the art is nice. And who does the art in that? It's coming with a blank variant. That would be better than both of them. This is an Inyuk Lee. Is that how you say his name? I don't want to insult him because he is a great artist. He just didn't have a great design to work with. So I think the blank stock variant, the cardstock blank variant would be the better one to get out of that. The Superman vs Imperious Lex, like I said, nothing cover, terrible. Great variant of Superman holding up. I'm assuming that's the Daily Planet. Got the Daily Planet? No, maybe. He's holding up something massive, but he's got grey hair and he's just bulging with muscles. It's great, and it's by Simone Di Maio. Awesome. Again, you should have advertised it as that. The Superman Worlds of War has the same issue with the variant, which is just red and just dull with the colours. And the face on Superman looks awful. So, what happened there? And we're back. Random. The art there is by variant cover. Where does it say? Cardstock variant by Riccardo Federici. Yeah, Riccardo Federici. The Superman Wonder Woman. Dreadful, nothing cover. Again, the back, like I said, look at the backgrounds on all of these. The backgrounds are just nothing. Just dreadful. You can go right back to, Harley's got a bit of something happening, Wonder Woman's got a bit of something. It's just nothing backgrounds throughout the whole thing. So where were we? We were at Superman, Wonder Woman, there you go. Now the variant for that, it's very photorealistic. Who's the artist for that? Jeremy Roberts again. Didn't we had him before? Yeah, it's not bad actually. I quite like that. Superboy looks a lot better with a cape. That suit needs a cape. To have it without the cape is just not right. The Swamp Thing variant, this is the one I think where the variant isn't as good as the standard. I like the Statue of Liberty look, but the variant's still really good. And that's by Dima Ivanov. And then we've got the Teen Titans. Now, I may be picking up the variant if it's this style for because they're not showing it, but if it's got Red X on the cover, then I might pick it up. And it's by, well, no, I'm definitely going to pick it up. It's by Dustin Le Guin. I'm definitely picking it up. It's going to be fantastic. I call him Le Guin. I know I'm saying it wrong, but it's fantastic. The variant for this Wonder Woman is very much in the style of the late 750s for Wonder Woman variants, because that's by Jeremy Friesen. Jeremy Friesen. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm just not impressed with these covers. I'm not impressed with the synopses. I'm just not impressed. But I am impressed with some of the variants, so that's a good thing. That's a plus for them, because where they were going to get none of my money, now there's a chance they'll get some of my money. So I will probably get some of the variants that for the Wonder Woman and the Harley Quinn, and I'll definitely pick up the Dustin variant because for Teen Titans. And yeah, like I say, Future State had high hopes. All my hopes were dashed, and now my hopes are slowly raising again. So, you know, that's a good thing. I'm willing to accept that it's not for everyone, and it's certainly not for me, but some of those variants are definitely for me. So anyway, rant over. I'm going to go, and until next time, take care and stay safe. Bye.